Hi, you guys. It's Keto Couch. I'm technically not on my couch. I am in my office. So, let me see if I can tag. I want to share this to, I don't know how to do that. I was going to share it to my page. So, how are you guys tonight? Did everyone get their text? If you didn't get a text and you want to know when I'm going to be live, I'm either going to be cooking or we're going to do Keto Couch or something informational. You know, sometimes we do self-development, sometimes we cook, sometimes we talk about the diet and different things. So tonight I am going to tell my story a little bit about how I got into keto and all that came with that. And then also to kind of talk to you guys about Nashville and all the things that I learned in Nashville. So let me just start with my story. So as you click on, tell me you're here, say hi, give me a little bit of love, and I'm going to just share with you a little bit about what got me here. Hi, how are you, Gail? And how this journey started for me. So it's been a couple years now that I've been kind of, hi Bonnie, looking for something. You know, I just kind of felt I've had the same job for about 13 years. I own a little cafe and I absolutely love it, but it wasn't like filling me up, you know. It was starting to get where I needed more. I needed something else. So I was getting ready to turn 50. I was getting divorced. There was things happening in my world and I was searching for something different. I was unhealthy. I was overweight. I didn't feel good. I had aches and pains and just wasn't in a very good place. So I decided to start a journey of getting better. And that started with finding, you know, I wanted to be healthy when I turned 50. I wanted to feel good in my own skin and I wanted to be just different. So in that journey, I found keto. And with keto came Melissa, who I found through keto groups. And then I saw the cooking and all this wonderful thing. And I was like, okay, I can do this. I can cook this way. And all of a sudden I started feeling better. And I started very easily cutting out carbs, you know, and incorporating fats. You know, I just kind of started my journey. And also during that, I was still finding that I needed something more, you know, like I wanted to maybe get a second job and I applied for Uber Eats and Uber driver, and I was looking for other jobs down in a bigger city from where I live. And I was kind of like, all right, let's find something to fill me up. So then came this keto thing. And all of a sudden, I got on ketones and I started feeling better. And then I decided I'm going to start cooking. I can cook. I own a cafe. I'm going to start cooking keto food for people. So I start doing that on Facebook Lives, just like we are right now. And people started following me and asking me questions. And then they want to know what I'm doing and how good I'm feeling and what I'm taking. And all this stuff just started to kind of snowball. And I was like, okay. And all of a sudden, I felt better. And my tank started filling up. And I felt love. And I felt fulfillment in helping other people. So, and it kind of gets you a little bit, you know. You get a little teary-eyed when you think about that you finally found the answer. You know, and I found that through keto, and I found it through helping others feel better and get better and ketones and now it's just become my passion and my mission to help as many people as I can help and to find their better and to feel as good as I feel. And be able to get out of bed in the morning and not feel those aches and pains. And if your goal is weight loss, to lose weight. If your goal is to have that mom brain gone and all of a sudden you can calculate and you can be all over the place and you have energy and you're not dead asleep at 3 in the afternoon, and whatever your goal is, then you do it. I had a customer come in the other day that told me about the fact that he was diagnosed with cancer. And, you know, I didn't say anything at that moment, but it really bugged me. And I was like, you know what? I know that I could help him. So I reached out to him and sent him some information, and it felt really good. You know, and I'm not here making medical claims that keto or ketones can cure anything, but I know what I believe, and I can give them the tools to research it for themselves and make his own decision. So it felt really good to try to help people. You know what I mean? So you guys understand? If you understand, throw me some hearts. Tell me that I'm not just talking to nobody. You guys give me some love. And if you know anybody that needs a little inspiration, share my video to them. Share my video to your page, wherever, and just let's get the word out there that keto can change lives. Ketones can change lives. Being the best of yourself and putting yourself out there to only help people is so rewarding in so many ways. It's changed my life. And when all of a sudden you start doing for others instead of always, you know, I always just kind of lived in this little nothing, you know, like what was my purpose? Like, what was I doing? I mean, I love my job and I love my customers, but it just wasn't like fulfilling me in the sense that how am I giving back to my community, to my world, to my anything? And so that's where it came that all of a sudden I was giving back in such a big way. You know, I wake up to tons of messages every morning and people wanting as simple as a recipe or advice, or they need a product or whatever it is. Yay, I'm glad you're here live. Aw, I love you, Faye. And so just to be able to help is super rewarding, and I would wish that upon all of you because it feels good. And it doesn't have to be keto, and it doesn't have to be ketones, and it doesn't have to be anything dietary. It could just be giving a love and attention and helping people be motivating and whatever it is, you know. It doesn't have to necessarily be my health and wellness is what I'm into, but that doesn't necessarily, you know. I owned a fitness studio for a bit, mostly just to give back to my community. There wasn't anything, and that was the same way. You'd have people come there and who didn't get out and didn't work out, and they'd come and they'd be able to move their body, and it was the same feeling as I have with this keto and helping people with recipes and helping people just find their better. So it's been super, super, thank you, Alyssa. And I'm going to get with you before I'm going to go to bed tonight, okay? So anyway, that's a little bit of my backstory, and I just wanted you to know that it is definitely my passion and where I'm going to go in my world. I mean, I'll always probably have AJs and you know, work that. But the health and wellness and the helping people feel better and look better and overall health is where my passion is. And I'm going to work that really hard. And I'm going to continue to grow with that. And any one of you that are out there that need it and want to help or want to join my team, I have quite a few people that are working with me, and that's really great too. It's like this new family that I have, and we're all just out there changing lives, and it feels really good. You know, it's like I just can't even tell you guys how great that is. And if you don't have that in your life, find it, because it's good. It feels really, really good. Okay, so enough of tears and emotion. Let's talk about Nashville and all the wonderful things that I learned in Nashville. So this convention was I'm in this group of women. Well, I shouldn't just say women, because there was a lot of men there too. And my little group is all women, so that's why I say that. But the group, the big picture, there's about 500 of us. And it's all about health and wellness, and it's about helping people, and it's about keto, and it's about ketones, and it's just, so it was this this seminar was to learn about different ways. There was doctors there, and the one doctor that was there was co-author of the ketogenic diet or Bible. And so that was super, super educational. And I'm not a huge science girl, but I learned a lot from him. And then Ray Higdon, and if any of you know anything about motivational and network marketing and things like that, Ray Higdon's a big guy in that. And so he had some really good tips. And then there was Brian Castano, I think is how you say it. And he has a brand called Think Bold. And he was there and he spoke, and the CEO of the company was there, and it was just amazing. Nashville in itself is amazing, and I would tell you all to go there and visit because I absolutely love it. I would love to live there someday. Maybe I will. I looked at houses while I was there, and I really like it. That's my second visit, and so yeah, it would be fun to live there. So anyway, a lot of it was motivational. A lot of it was science, and then there was just network marketing as well. So a little bit of each. So I'm going to just share some of my highlights, and it's going to go all over the board. It's going to mostly be the motivational stuff. I thought that would be what you guys would get the most out of, but I have all of it. If anybody is interested and wants more, I would love to do separate training or whatever. So Ray Higdon was the first guest, and he was on Thursday night. And one of the things that he said right at the very beginning, because he had a stuffy nose, and he started to say, I'm sorry, and he said, stop apologizing. And instead of apologizing, you say, thank you for putting up with my runny nose today, or whatever the situation is. But you turn that apology into a thank you, right? You guys want to give me some hearts on that? Because all of a sudden it changes the whole dynamic of the conversation, right? So instead of always being apologetic, and because all of a sudden that just brings your self-esteem down, right? I'm sorry. No. Thank you for being patient with me. Thank you for doing whatever. You know, I was at the post office, and this was a perfect example. I was filling out a form. I was actually sending a package, a trial pack to Scotland, and I had to fill out a custom form. And so I filled it out, and I forgot a few little things on it. And I went to say I'm sorry to the lady because she was filling it out for me, and I said, thank you for filling that out for me. And it changed the whole dynamic. Instead of being like, oh, I'm so sorry, you know, it just changed it because I appreciated what she did, and I didn't put myself down in the process. I just said, thank you for helping me. And it just changed it. It felt better. It was just different. But my instant reaction was to say, oh, I'm sorry I didn't do that, you know, and instantly, you know what I mean? Like, it just changed in my brain, like, oh, I'm not sorry, thank you. And so that was one of the very first things he said when he got on stage, and it hit me, just resonated with me, like, wow, I do that a lot, and I need to stop doing that. So concentrate on that, you guys. Try that. See how it works for you. And then despite was one of his words. I'm going to move forward with my goal despite anything that gets in my way. I'm going to move around it. I'm going to step over it. I'm going to do whatever it is. But despite that person, despite that situation, despite whatever, I know what my goal is. And my goal is this. So my personal goal, help as many people as I can help. I'm going to run into lots of naysayers, and I'm going to run into people that don't believe and don't want good for me and all of that. I'm going to run into that. We're all going to run into that in our life. And you just walk around it, and you walk over it, and you believe in what's at that other side, whatever that is, okay? So despite, move forward, okay? Until I'm going to show up every single day, and I'm going to do my best to be a good person and to achieve my goals until I achieve my goals every single day, okay? So think about that too. What is your goal? Whatever it is, it can be something very, very simple, but you're going to show up every single day for that goal, right? It can be losing 5 pounds. It can be not drinking soda. It can be saving $10, whatever. Stop smoking, whatever. You guys all have your own. Drop some of your goals down for me and let me know. Give me some comments. Don't be scared of rejection. another one, and sometimes, because I do sell a product, so of course sometimes there is objections to it, and I'm going to solve those as best as I can, but in the end, I'm not going to be afraid of them. If you have objection and you really don't, you just want to keep objecting me, then you're not ready. You're not ready for what I have. You're not ready for change. You're not ready for better. So I'm going to move on to the next person, and I'm going to move over that obstacle. I'm going to find that next person that is ready, that does want a better life, that does want to be open to maybe something a little different. And, keto and ketones and all of that is different. It's not what we're used to, you guys. And so wanting a better life, leading with love, leading with purpose, and not, people are, especially when you're selling a product, they're all of a sudden, yeah, this is a scam, this isn't right, yeah, it's not. And I'm going to just walk right over that objection and just keep moving forward and make it work, right? For the people that want it to work, okay? And I'm not going to defend. That was another thing that he said, stop defending, stop apologizing. Don't defend. Believe in what you got, believe in what you want, and move forward. And be coachable. And that's a big thing. A lot of people are so not coachable. They, put up a little bit of a wall. And you have to be coachable in every area of your life. Always be open to coaching. And by coaching, you're adaptable. Maybe someone has a different way, and I've struggled with this a lot in my life, and it's only been the last few years that I've kind of just said, okay, it's not always has to be my way. I used to be crazy about the food had to be on a certain plate in a certain way, and it's like, really? What does it matter? As long as it looks pretty and it tastes good, who cares what plate it's on? But it took me years to get there. You can ask my ex-husband, Rick, he will tell you. We went around about that, and we laugh about it now because now we're not at that place anymore, but we went around and around about plates. It's so silly, so silly. All right, okay, so the next thing was everything has a choice. So if you're deciding that you want to achieve a different goal, you have a choice. You can either go down this way or go down this way or go forward. So just keep making the choices that better your life and your existence and all of that, okay? Energy exchange. You get what you do, you get. So if I'm going to put 100% in it, I'm going to get 100%. If I'm going to take 2 days off, then I'm probably not going to see the success as I wanted to because I took days off and I didn't pursue it and I didn't work every single day for better, right? And that goes for anything. Exercise, diet, work, success, relationships, anything. If you don't work every day at it, then the days you take off, you will suffer. It will suffer. That goal or that, your income, your diet, whatever it is, it will suffer. So you have to expect that what energy you put in it is what you get out of it. Okay, you can't put in half and expect 100%. It's not going to work. Always have the attitude of gratitude. And I have that great tattoo that reminds me every day that if you're always working with gratitude and you're thankful and you're have a pure heart and you're just doing things out of goodness, only goodness is going to come to you. And that goes back to, we've done a live on manifestation. It goes back to that. You have to manifest good things, and good things happen. And it really is so true, you guys. And it is all about your mindset. If you have a stinky mind, guess what? Stinky things are going to happen. If you tell yourself, I can't do it, that's not attainable, there's no way, guess what? It probably is not going to happen. If you tell yourself, I'm going to do that, you're going to probably do it. You're going to. I'm going to do that. I'm going to sell. I'm going to go to Hawaii. I'm going to go do this or that, or I'm going to lose 10 pounds, whatever it is. It'll happen. I promise. It might not be today. Might not be 10 days from now. It might not be a year from now, but it's going to happen because you're going to keep moving forward every single day over obstacles, right? This is just that easy. Okay, Brian. He was the Brian Castano, I think. Gosh, I hate that I can't remember his last name. But his company is Think Bold. And he's coached all these J-Lo and all these big names he's coached. And he has an amazing story, and I'm not going to share it with you because it's long and drawn out. But look him up and read his story and follow him on Instagram or Facebook or whatever social media you have. Pretty interesting guy, living on a couch to super successful and helping tons and tons of people. So pretty motivational and pretty inspiring. And the thing that he said that most resonated with me was stop waiting for permission. And I kind of get teared up with this one too, because sometimes you wait for permission to be happy, to be successful, to be whatever it is that you're looking for in life. And it's like, why am I waiting for permission? Just go out there and do it, damn it. Just do it. So when he said that, I was just like, I think I've been doing that. I think I've been waiting for someone to say, yeah, it's really okay if you help people, and it's really okay that you are successful at it, and you are just putting yourself out there, and it's going to be okay. And I was like, why have I been kind of just, like, ugh, because it's scary, the rejection and the naysayers and finding your people. You go through a lot of people to find your people, but when you find them, it's wonderful. So keep looking. They're out there. Let's see. You're not guaranteed tomorrow was one of the things he said. So live today, work today to live today. Take risks, because without risk, you're not going to change. Do today what you would do tomorrow. So instead of waiting for tomorrow, if you know, I want to do that tomorrow, just do it. Do it today. Don't wait. Don't wait till tomorrow. So anyway, next one was the doctor. And so what he said, which was the one thing that I wrote down here for you guys, was people have lots of opinions of what I do. And, the whole keto thing and the whole ketone things, and lots of opinions and good or bad or otherwise. But at the end of the day, I'm out there trying to change the world, and I'm out there trying to help people, and I'm out there giving it my all. And so at the end of the day, can they say that? I know you have your opinions, and I know maybe you don't believe, but what are you doing to help? Because what we're doing here with our sickness and our illnesses and our inflammation and all of that, it ain't working, people. And so I'm out there trying to find a better way. And so can everybody say that? And especially the ones that have lots of opinions, can they say that? Nope, they just want to fight me, and they want to have their opinions. So at the end of the day, I'm trying to make a difference, and I'm trying to find better for everybody. And my better might not be your better, and what works for me might not work for you, but I'm out there trying, and give it a try, see what happens. And if it doesn't work, then we'll try something else. Because I'm not saying that what I have is perfect. I'm just saying, why not try it, So I thought that was pretty good, because I think a lot of people, don't want to try, don't want to make things better. They just want to maybe complain about them and have lots of opinions. And, well, I was taught the pyramid goes this way, and that's it. That's all there is. No, that's not all there is. There is maybe something different, right? Okay? So give me some comments. What are you guys thinking? I got nothing. No one's talking to me. No one's throwing me hearts. No one's doing nothing. Are you guys out there? Hello? All right. Don't chase the scale. Chase the results. That was another thing the doctor said, because especially with inflammation and using fuel, fat for fuel and all of that, it's not about, hi, just hopping on, hi, well, thanks for talking to me, I appreciate it. It's not going to be on the scale, so stay away from the scale, you guys, all of you. If that's what you're on here for, and your weight loss is your journey, throw the thing away. I never get on the scale anymore. It's all about pictures and measurements for me. So It's not what you do, it's who you are when you're doing it. That was another thing that he said, and I really liked that too, because it was like, what kind of person am I? It's not really, okay, so yeah, I'm doing all these great things, but what kind of person am I? Am I really that person, or am I just out there just spouting off and trying to sell a product, or am, just networking? And no, I'm really this person who you hear and who you see, and my goofiness and my silly laugh and all the weirdness that I have when I cook, and that's just who I am. So you don't have to, and that's one of the things that he said, is like, just be real and help people, and good things are going to come back to you and to them, So if we all could just, embrace that. And I don't know that always happens, but it sure would be nice if more people did it. I can't expect everybody to do it, but if more people did, how great would that be? So lastly, the last thing that I wrote was, so would you, how do I say this? Would you hold yourself accountable? If you're not going to hold yourself accountable, who is? So whatever the goal is for you, or whatever the you're working on, and it could be just very simple. It could be your relationship, it could be your weight loss, it could be your job. If you don't hold yourself accountable, who's going to? So that's the biggest thing, is that we all need to hold ourselves accountable for whatever it is that we're striving for and whatever we are trying to accomplish, right? And so I thought that was a really good point, because it's like, I'm only responsible for myself. And at the end of the day, if I'm not going to hold myself accountable for whatever goals or whatever things that I stand for, then who's going to? So hold yourself accountable, do what you say you're going to do, and have an open mind, and just live in gratitude, and pursue in gratitude, and move forward. And despite any obstacles, you're just going to keep moving forward. And whatever that is for you, for me, it's helping people with keto and low carb and ketones and whatever it is that I'm out there talking about. And I would help anybody with anything. But being a better person and manifesting and just living in gratitude, those are all my passions right now. And it's a great place to be. And I would encourage you all to try that, and figure out what's going on with you. Figure out where you want to be. A lot of times we might have weight issues, or this or that, or we're closed off, or we're not open-minded. There's a reason for that. Find out what that reason is and fix that. And then it's all just kind of smooth sailing after that. It's kind of cool. So that's all I got. That's all my notes. And I just wanted to kind of share my story a little bit and tell you where I'm coming from and where I started and what got me started, and the community that I have found. And Nashville's amazing, and there's so much history there, and I would love if you all would visit, but don't move there, because there's lots of people there already. We don't need no more people. Just kidding. More the merrier, right? All right, you guys, anybody have any questions? What do you got for me? So the other thing that we did, really quick before I get off here, is a color test to find out your personality color. You guys know about this? Anybody ever done it? Huh? I'm going to do it. So maybe, oh, thank you. So maybe next week, our Keto Couch will be the color test. And I'll just ask you questions, and you'll, if it what I ask you is the right thing, you write it down. And then is that the 4 lenses? So it's like red, yellow, green, and blue. And so these are personality things. So red is very dominant and very controlling, and then yellow is the more soft. And so I'm going to just ask you questions, and you're going to say which ones are more. And you can be multicolor. Like I'm a red and a yellow both. So I'm kind of like an orange, because I am very dominant, and I am controlling, but in a nice way, like I get things done, right? But I'm also very compassionate and giving, and that's the yellow. So I'm both. And it's just kind of giving yourself grace that it's not a bad thing to be red. It's not weak to be yellow. It's just kind of putting them all together and making, and so like I have zero green. Zero green is charts and super organized and this and that and creative, and I'm not super green at all. Like I probably have no green. So it's really fun, and I'm gonna do that. And maybe I'll do that next Keto Couch. I'll get it super organized, and I'll ask questions, you'll write them down, and then you guys can figure out what colors you are. It's kind of fun. What are the benefits and how do you take them? What can I expect by taking them? Okay, so I will send you a message, okay? That'd be easier than me explaining it. I am going to do a product live in this next week, which will talk about the products and tell you the benefits, and I'll show them to you and all of that. I haven't yet done that, and it's time. So I am going to do that this week sometime, so you can look forward to that. And I'll text you if you're on the text line. If you guys aren't on the text line and you want to be, just let me know. And so put down live or, whatever you want to put, text or live or something like that. And I'll make sure I get you the link, okay? All right, you guys. I love and appreciate you, and I hope I didn't ramble too long, but I had lots to share, and I wanted to share my story and all my Nashville stuff, and I'm kind of rambling, so I have to get a packet together for a lady in Illinois real quick, and then I'm going to go eat dinner. So I'll talk to you, and I'll be on live quite a few times this week. I'm going to cook, and I'm going to also do a little bit of self-development, okay? All right. Love and appreciate you all. Thank you for joining me, and I will talk to you soon, okay? Bye.